Greetings and welcome everyone. My name is Eric Smith and I'm with Spiritual Care, one of the chaplains with PeaceHealth Hospice. Thank you for being here this evening. This holiday season will be the first for many of us of the loss of our loved one. For many, the COVID-19 pandemic prevented us from the closure we needed, as many of us were not able to even visit our loved ones in their final days, or where a memorial service was postponed or canceled. Maybe tonight will help bring some much needed closure. With loss comes grief, which can be felt and expressed in many ways. It can be most difficult in the first days and weeks and months following a loss. Though surprising and uncomfortable, it's common to be suddenly overcome by a wave of grief triggered by a special occasion, a holiday, or an anniversary. In the next 30 minutes or so, we'll offer prayers as well as some words of encouragement. We'll have a time for quiet reflection, some music, and a chance for you to participate in a memorial presentation. We all share the common bond of loss here today. Of any place that you could go, this group will understand and support you in your grief today as we remember the beautiful lives of our loved ones. Please bow with me for a word of prayer. Compassionate God, you brought our loved ones into life through your immeasurable love and have called them home again to that love of yours which will never end. We come to you in pain and sadness, but also with hope. Help us to believe that your love is greater and more far-seeing than our own. Help us to find strength through your Spirit and peace through your compassion. May our memories bring us comfort and may our loneliness be eased. Amen. Lord, make us instruments of your peace. Where there is hatred, let your love increase. Lord, make us instruments of your peace. Walls of pride and prejudice shall cease when we are your instruments of peace. Lord, make us instruments of your peace. Where there is hatred, let your love increase. Lord, make us instruments of your peace. Walls of pride and prejudice shall cease when we are your instruments of peace. Where there is hatred, we will show God's love. Where there is injury, we will never judge. Where there is striving, we will speak God's peace to the millions crying for release. We will be God's instruments of peace. So Lord, make us instruments of your peace. Where there is hatred, let your love increase. Lord, make us instruments of your peace. Walls of pride and prejudice shall cease. We will be your instruments of peace. We will be God's instruments of peace.
Good evening, folks. My name's Mary and Kathleen Sikora Haley, and we're here to share with you our version of Psalm 23. I hope you enjoy. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Makes me lie down in green pastures. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He leads me to still waters. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil. Thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff. Love and grace comforts me. My shepherd, and I shall not want. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will rest in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want.
100 years ago, in 1922, after a world pandemic of the Spanish flu, Marjorie Williams wrote a classic, The Velveteen Rabbit. "Real isn't how you are made," said the Skin Horse. "It's a thing that happens to you. When a child loves you for a long, long time, not just to play with, but really loves you, then you become real." "Does it hurt?" asked the rabbit. "Sometimes," said the Skin Horse, for he was always truthful. "When you are real, you don't mind being hurt." "Does it happen all at once, like being wound up?" he asked, "or bit by bit?" "It doesn't happen all at once," said the Skin Horse. "You become. It takes a long time. That's why it doesn't happen often to people who break easily, or have sharp edges, or who have to be carefully kept. Generally, by the time you are real, most of your hair has been loved off, and you get loose in the joints and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all, because once you are real, you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand." Wow. What profound words that we can hear and need to hear as we start to ease out of this pandemic too, is that we become real. Sure, we're a little loose in the joints or our fur has been rubbed off, but what really matters is that we have been and are deeply loved. And that is most important. This velveteen concept of being real has led me to this illustration of a Pissarro painting and quote, something that I would like to be our focus. It says, "Blessed are they that see beautiful things in humble places, where other people see nothing." I believe it is in the humble places, times of loss and struggle, that nurture within us a deeper sense of understanding and growth, and over time, a deeper sense of happiness. For hearts, I believe, that are open to feeling pain in themselves and others tend also to be open to joy. And those whose hearts are closed to pain are also closed to experiencing joy. I love this picture. And if there's anything that comes from humble beginnings, is the caterpillar turned butterfly. The butterfly has, for many cultures, it is a symbol of life and growth and change, the process of rebirth, ways of becoming something beautiful and new. Of course, butterflies have undergone that uncomfortable process of change, metamorphosis, starting out as humble caterpillars and leaving the cocoon as something different and beautiful. Talk about seeing things from higher up, having gone through humble places. That's the entire world of a caterpillar turned butterfly, isn't it? And those monarch butterflies, they look so delicate, and yet they're so very strong and enduring. They're not as fragile as they sometimes appear, are they? In fact, this beautiful insect is known for its long-distance migrations, sometimes as far as Mexico. Many of us, I know, have visited the Monarch Butterfly Sanctuary in Monterey Bay, California. And some monarch butterflies have endured long road trips on the front of the grill of my car just to fly away unharmed. I believe that we have been created in the same way, small and delicate, yet strong and enduring. I believe the butterfly is a symbol of hope for us, a hope that we too can be and are strong and enduring. Something that is beautiful, that is taking place in our hearts and our lives. In fact, the butterfly might be something that I could remember this entire next year to help me. Last year I talked about bells, and I had just the tiniest of bells, but it helped me. It helped carry me through last year. So this year I'm thinking maybe just another little tiny lapel pin or something, some butterfly. Where is that little lapel pin that okay, this might do. This will help remind us of the butterfly as a symbol of hope and change and growth. I love what someone has said. What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the Creator calls the butterfly. Hope. I like the cartoon where two caterpillars are talking to each other. And the butterfly was flitting overhead. And one caterpillar said to the other, "You'll never get me up in one of those things." And this might be my favorite. A cartoon has a butterfly driving a car, and he gets pulled over by a police officer who's kind of puzzled. And he looks at the butterfly's driver's license, and it doesn't look anything like him on the license. And the butterfly says, "Officer, that's an old picture," of him, of course, as a caterpillar. Well, the butterfly is a symbol of hope. Let's talk about hope. And should you ever feel low on hope for the day, friends, I will carry hope for you. And so will those around you, will carry hope for you. Let's look at the word hope. H. H stands for the word honor. As we seek to honor our loved ones, how would you and your family like to honor and remember your loved one? Being here tonight is certainly one way, and there are countless others. Many will choose to light a special candle on a loved one's birthday or anniversary or holiday, or plant a tree, frame a special photograph, cherish a keepsake of their favorite hobby, or spend a day at your loved one's favorite charity or organization in their honor. Your loved one is gone from this earth, but their spirit still lives on with you and with your family. So decide how they will be honored. It can be as simple as mentioning their name in conversation. One woman has written, "I wish I could tell everyone who has lost a loved one how important it is to let themselves and their family remember. Forget if you can," she says, "the sickness or tragedy that took them, but give them a place in your life." She says, "My family speaks very naturally of their father and their sister. We remember the fun, the love, and the closeness. We have memories to cherish, and we shouldn't cheat ourselves by not doing that." I don't mean that we should constantly talk about them, but when something we're doing reminds us of something good that happened when we were still as a family, a whole family, we don't hesitate to say so. And using their name as we talk about them, and allow our friends to do the same. We honor our loved ones. Blessed are they that see beautiful things in humble places, through honoring our loved ones. The second word in our acrostic, hope, is O. Own your own feelings. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to cry. It's interesting how when our tears begin to flow, we have a tendency to apologize to those around us, as if we're doing something wrong, doing something we're not supposed to do. May I encourage us, that is okay, perfectly okay. It's part of the process. Let us own our own feelings, not run from them. Washington Irving writes, "There is sacredness in tears. They are not marks of weakness, but of power. They speak more eloquently than 10,000 tongues. They are messengers of overwhelming grief, of deep contrition, and of unspeakable love." In ancient scripture, The book of Psalms seems to include and validate just about every possible human emotion. In one psalm, Psalm 56, King David writes, "You have taken account of my wanderings. Put my tears in your bottle. Are they not in your book?" The psalmist recognized that every tear that fell from his eyes, whether publicly or privately, did not go unnoticed. God saw each one. Each one was important to God. Each one had significance and mattered so much that God kept an account. Notice that the psalmist was not condemned or scolded for having such raw emotion. The Apostle Paul in the New Testament scriptures encouraged his readers. He says, "Rejoice with those who rejoice and weep with those who weep." There is no judgment placed on such feelings. It's okay to feel. Own your emotions. Letter P. It stands for plan. Plan ahead. Your life has changed forever. Things will not be the way that they have been. They will be different. There will be change. But this change does not need to take you by surprise or have its way with you. You can be proactive and intentional, especially during this time of remembrance. You can decide what you and your family need or don't need, and no one else can make that decision for you. Perhaps it may mean being more selective when accepting party invitations or gatherings. It may mean transforming old traditions into new ones. It may be avoiding stressful situations. This is your grief journey, and you can decide to plan ahead for whatever it is you need. There is so much wisdom in the phrase, "Take it a day at a time," or to pray for your daily bread. Viktor Frankl survived even the worst of times in the Holocaust. How? By finding meaning and purpose daily. Not so much about the past, not so much about the future, but today, finding meaning and purpose. Today I'm going to do such and such. Today I want to help my friend in this way or that. Today. Plan. And finally, E, express. Express your grief. It means releasing your emotions by giving expression to your grief. It's a matter of law that anything that is under pressure is always seeking a means of relief or release. What are ways that would help you give expression to your grief? Again, only you can answer that question for yourself. Some people are artistic and use art to express their feelings, the color and texture of the art. Others sing songs that express deep pain or joy. Others are physically oriented, need to run or work out or deal with pent-up emotions or grief. Or maybe lots of hugs or a hand to hold can help you release the tears inside. What would be meaningful and helpful to you? Perhaps talking with a trusted friend is what you need. We are healed when we talk about our pain. For some, faith, prayer, meditation, and sacred readings could bring great meaning and expression. William Shakespeare said this, "Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers the o'er-fraught heart and bids it break." And so we hope. H, honor our loved ones. We own our own feelings. We plan ahead and we express our grief. Blessed are they that see beautiful things in humble places. Or in the words of the prophet Isaiah, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Friends, please know this, that you are not alone. We are all here for each other. And I have witnessed firsthand how much love and caring goes on in hospice, especially through our hospice and bereavement teams. Example, last month in November, our home hospice workers traveled a total of 45,099 miles. That means just last month around Clark County, we traveled almost 2 times around the world. Wow. And with using the same miles, it would take us 10.5 months to go to the moon and back. So it's not hyperbole when we say that we love our patients to the moon and back. Because that's what we drive every year and under every year, to the moon and back. Friends, you are loved by God, by friends and family. So my friends, to all my friends and butterfly friends and friends of butterflies, along this Pacific coast that we live on, with the weightlessness of a butterfly in migration along the Pacific, look back and see oceans of love and blessings and grace. Look down and see the wind, the currents and safety of your friends and family and faith holding you up. Look up and see your loved ones waiting for you. And look to the future with a day-by-day purpose and hope. Together, we can do anything. I believe that with all my heart. In a few moments, after some music, we'll have an opportunity to share and memorialize our loved ones. And the music will play for a few minutes. And during this time, I encourage you to take a deep breath. Allow your heart to feel. Be aware of your feelings and pray. As you remember your loved one, let's take a moment to do that now.
When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give to me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live on in your eyes and not on your mind. You can love me most by letting hands touch hands, by letting bodies touch bodies, and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. Good evening. My name is Colleen Story. I am the supervisor of hospice outreach for PeaceHealth Hospice.
And I'm Krista Hauser. I'm one of the bereavement counselors on staff for PeaceHealth Hospice and Hope Bereavement Services. It is time in our service to remember those we have lost. We invite you to participate in this beautiful and meaningful event from the comfort of your own homes. Often others are afraid to say the name of our loved one due to worrying they may upset us. What people do not understand is we need to hear the name of our loved one spoken aloud. It helps us to remain connected. It helps us to know they were important in our lives and still are.
We will be reading off the names in a short bio for everyone in our presentation. When we have completed reading the bio, we invite all of you to read the name of the individual aloud. Together we will say, Bob, we remember you. Or Lois, we remember you. This simple ritual connects us to our loved one and to each of us attending this evening's program. It helps us to know that we are not alone, that there are others in our community who are also feeling the loss of a loved one. The ringing of the chime will indicate we are moving on to the next family member. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this presentation. Alexis Faye Meyer. The loss of Faye that I am suffering cannot be described in words. Our 35 years together were the best years of my life. Together we say, Alexis, we remember you. Annie Perry. Daughter, mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. We love you. We miss you. You will forever be remembered. Together, Annie, we remember you. Barbara Holder. My wife Barbara and I were married for 32 years. She was the love of my life and always will be. I lost her on January 16th, 2021 to COVID and other complications. She was an accomplished woman who I think of and miss every day. Together we say, Barbara, we remember you. Bill Cotter. Bill Cotter was 72 years at the time of his death on July 19, 2021. He retired from his career as a human resource director for the State of New York Department of Developmental Disabilities in 2007. He embraced his new roles as grandparent, full-time father, a boat counselor at Camp Treetops in Lake Placid, as well as husband and dog lover. He had a smile that would knock you over and startling blue eyes. He is missed by our whole family. Together we say, Bill, we remember you. Bobby Klein. Bobby loved her family so much. She gave the greatest hugs and will be on the welcoming committee in heaven. Together we say, Bobby, we remember you.
Bonnie Mills. Bonnie was born Bonnie Jane Hill to her delightful parents, Agnes and James Hill, in Bingham Canyon, Utah, on February 23, 1942. From a previous marriage, we have a daughter, Heidi Moore, who has a daughter, Sydney Jane Jordan, and two sons, Kenneth Mills, his daughter Desiree Napier, and David Mills and his son, Wyatt Mills. We have no children together. We met in Portland in 1972 while working for Window Products, where she stole my heart, and we married on June 30th, 1973. Bonnie graduated from Portland State University with a Bachelor of Science degree in anthropology, June 8, 1990, and pursued that profession with gusto with archaeological investigations northwest of Portland. While we were both vaccinated, COVID-19 destroyed my wife and my life on August 30th, 2021 at the PeaceHealth Sacred Heart Hospital in Springfield, Oregon. Bonnie is interned at the Willamette National Cemetery in southeast Portland. Together we say,
Bonnie, we remember you.
Carolyn Flynn. Carrie Flynn, mother of 3, grandmother of 5, and best friend for 47 years. We miss your laughter. We miss your support. We miss you. Together we say, Carolyn, we remember you. Cass Sprowski. Cass Sprowski, a loving husband, father, and amazing friend. We were so blessed to have him in our lives. Together we say, Cass, we remember you. Cletus Max Harlow. He was loved by many and will never be forgotten. We miss him every day, but we know he is in heaven watching over us. Together we say, Cletus, we remember you. Cindy Harrison Smith, a single mother of 3 high school-aged children. You lived for your children and was the best mom ever. Chase, Carly, and Cole miss you every day. Together we say, Cindy, we remember you.
Diana Sane. Diana Sane passed away on September 2nd after battling Lewy body dementia with grace and courage for 6 years. Diana was a wonderful daughter, wife, mother, and grandmother, and she made lifelong friends wherever she lived, treating everyone with respect and kindness. Diana will be greatly missed by the many who loved her. And together we say, Diana, we remember you. Donald Harvey Meyer. We still miss your laugh, your quiet strength, your love for family, travel, electric cars, airplanes, singing, and the church. You are now healed and safe at home with Jesus, and I know we will see you again. Thank you for your life well lived. Together, let's say, Donald, we remember you. Glenn Deffenbaugh, loving husband and father. Together we say, Glenn, we remember you. Jennifer K. Stevens. We love and miss you greatly, Mama. I know you're watching from above. Until we meet again, forever in my heart, love all of us. Together we say, Jennifer, we remember you. Jimmy Phillips, Sr. Jimmy, I will always miss these moments in time. Together we say, Jimmy, we remember you. We missed Junior somehow. There he is. Okay. Jimmy Phillips, Jr. My only son, Jimmy, I will forever carry our moments in time and share with whomever will listen. Jimmy, we remember you.
John Bollinger. John is sorely missed by the family always, but particularly on holidays when we all enjoyed his humor. Together we say, John, we remember you. Jeanette Olson. Jeanette Olson, our mom, was a shining star in our lives. She was intelligent, compassionate, talented, and gifted in so many aspects of life. We love her and will always miss her precious presence in our world, our mom. Together we say, Jeanette, we remember you. Judith Frank Sloan. A Vancouver native, Judy graduated from Vancouver High School in 1951 and went on to study music at Washington State College in Pullman, joining Kappa Kappa Gamma sorority. Judy's lifelong love of music and theater led her to appear in numerous plays, musicals, concerts, and recitals in Portland, Vancouver, Pittsburgh, and Davenport. Judy lives behind a legacy of love for family, friends, St. Luke's Episcopal Church, and the beautiful Dole Valley area where her family owned a vacation cabin. Together we say, Judith, we remember you. Karen Sue McCoy. Karen Sue McCoy passed in October at the age of 79. She was a loving mother, sister, grandmother, great-grandmother, and friend. Together we say, Karen, we remember you. Carrie Mortel. We love and miss you, Daddy. Love Keith, Kyle, Lauren, and Dana. Together we say,
Carrie, we remember you. Lorraine Elizabeth Ritola. Our dear, loving, and precious mother, Lorraine, died on July 31st, 2021. She was married to David and had 10 children, 5 boys and 5 girls. Lorraine also had many grandchildren and great-grandchildren. We love you, Mom, and miss you with all of our hearts. Together we say, Lorraine, we remember you. Margie Annis Collin Martindale. What a marvelous 95th birthday celebration you had. We miss you, Mom. Together we say, Margie, we remember you. Marilyn Ray Thiessen. Marilyn was a loving and caring mother and grandmother. She remained active in the community into her later years and enjoyed spending time with family and friends. She is missed by all who knew her. Together we say, Marilyn, we remember you. Mark David Vandevoort. Mark always had a smile on his face. He had a bigger-than-life personality, and his humor kept everyone entertained. He loved motorcycles, music, playing the ukulele, the Seattle Seahawks, carpentry, building stuff, and trying to fix anything broken. Our favorite place was at the ocean while beachcombing. Together, we say, Mark, we remember you. Mary Reynolds. Mary Reynolds was a very dear Irish lass who, with her dry wit, gave everyone sass. We all loved it and her, and we miss her so very much. Together, we say, Mary, we remember you.
Master Chief Petty Officer Pete Slempa, Jr. Pete was a plank owner and member of SEAL Team 1, known as the SEAL with 9 lives. He fought long and hard and is finally at peace. We love you, Daddy. Together we say, Pete, we remember you. Nancy E. Martin. Nancy Elizabeth Knowles Martin was an artist and a free spirit who loved her children of 7 immensely. She was grateful and kind and found a home in every outcome. She is greatly missed. Together we say, Nancy, we remember you. Nancy Landis. Mom, you will be forever missed, but will always remain in our hearts. Together we say, Nancy, we remember you. Na Lee Williams. There are no more fitting words to describe Na than those found in Proverbs chapter 31, verses 28 through 29, which reads as follows. Her children stand and bless her. Her husband praises her. There are many virtuous and capable women in the world, but you surpass them all. Together we say, Na, we remember you. Nick Goodvin. He is missed by those who loved him. Together we say, Nick, we remember you.
Patricia Davis. Gone from our sight, but not from our hearts. Together we say, Patricia, we remember you. Patricia Sullivan Rosencrantz. Pat was a teacher, artist, poet, lifelong student of history and cultures. She is missed by her family, lifelong friends, and her beloved companion, Dawn Armony. We are grateful to PeaceHealth for helping us through the end of Pat's long and inspiring life. Together we say, Patricia, we remember you. Robert Schmidt. Bob was a loving husband, father, grandfather who enjoyed cooking for family and friends, coffee on the porch, gardening, and anything to do with the ocean. We will always miss you and be grateful for the time that we had together. Together we say, Robert, we remember you. Ron Klein. Ron loved eagles, cowboy hats, boots, and often said you can never have too many knives, guns, or flashlights. Ron's love of ice cream is hereditary. His family misses him, but knows he's up in heaven eating new flavors of ice cream. Together we say, Ron, we remember you. Ronald Shelton. Ron lit up any room he walked into with his warm smile. His love for immediate family tremendous, especially for his mother. He had a way of being kind, thoughtful, and generous naturally. We carry him in our hearts always, everywhere we go. Together we say, Ronald, we remember you.
Sal Tramaglini. Sal lived for the acquisition of knowledge and was devoted to his faith. He loved books, movies, pasta, wine, cigars, frogs, guns, shopping, and travel. He was reliable, dedicated, self-disciplined, humble, and a team player. Sal wanted to be remembered as always being a gentleman. Together we say, Sal, we remember you. Shirley Robertson. Always loved, always missed, forever in our hearts. Together we say,
Shirley, we remember you.
Sun Spirit, my beautiful wife who will never be forgotten, forever cherished with loving, compassionate, peaceful memories. Together we say, Sun, we remember you. Verna J. Bevins. Miss you dearly, V, by all of your friends and family. Hopefully you are walking in fields of lavender. Together we say, Verna, we remember you. Wayne Kimber. My beloved father, Wayne Kimber, suffered from dementia before his passing in 2018. He was one of the most genuine, pure of heart, kind, and honorable men I've ever known. He preferred an uncomplicated, simple life and put a lot of importance on family and tradition. Dad was loved by everyone who met him due to his welcoming smile, friendly demeanor, and fun sense of humor. Together we say, Wayne, we remember you. This concludes the memorial portion of this evening's event. Thank you, everyone, for participating.
May you find connection, peace, and comfort during the upcoming holiday. Chaplain Eric will now provide some closing remarks. Eric?
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as the Creator, family all are we. Let us walk with our family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Thank you. Let us pray. God of mercy and compassion, through your life, you have assured us of life. May our loved ones rest in the peace and glory of your presence. And may all of us be drawn closer to you in our grief. Give us the joy of our memories, the privilege of honoring our loved ones through our words and our actions, and the hope of everlasting life. Amen. When the storms of life are raging, stand by me. When the storms of life are raging, stand by me. When the world is tossing me like a ship upon the sea, thou who rulest wind and water, stand by me. In the midst of tribulation, stand by me. In the midst of tribulation, stand by me. When the hosts of hell assail and my strength begins to fail, thou who's never lost a battle, stand by me. In the midst of faults and failures, stand by me. In the midst of faults and failures, stand by me. When I do the best I can and my friends misunderstand, thou who knowest all about me, stand by me. When I'm growing old and feeble, stand by me. When I'm growing old and feeble, stand by me. When my life becomes a burden and I'm near a chilly Jordan, O thou lily of the valley, stand by me. Let there be blessings everywhere, in the hearts of all people, both near and far, blessings everywhere. Feel the love of the season wherever you are. On the small country roads lined with green mistletoe, big city streets where 1,000 lights glow. Let there be blessings everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let every heart sing and every bell ring the story of hope, joy, and peace. Let there be blessings everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let anger and fear and hate disappear. Let there be love that lasts through the year. Let there be blessings, blessings everywhere. Let there be blessings everywhere. With the gold and the silver, the green and the red, blessings everywhere. In the smiles of all children asleep in their bed. In the eyes of young babies, their first fall in snow. Elderly's memory that's never grow old. Let there be blessings everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let every heart sing and every bell ring the story of hope, joy, and peace. Let there be blessings everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let anger and fear and hate disappear. Let there be love that lasts through the year. Let there be blessings, blessings everywhere. Let there be blessing everywhere. In the songs that we sing and the gifts that we bring, blessings everywhere. In what this day means and what we believe. From the sandy white beaches where blue water rolls, snow-covered mountains and valleys below. Let there be blessings everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let every heart sing and every bell ring the story of hope and joy and peace. Let there be blessings everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let anger and fear and hate disappear. Let there be love that lasts through the year. Let there be blessings, blessings everywhere. Blessings everywhere. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead, you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed. You just remember what this old pal said. You got a friend in me. 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 You got your troubles, but I got them too. There ain't nothing wouldn't do for you. We stick together and we see it through. 'Cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.